Hey, good afternoon, theme park junkie fans. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a video. As you can tell, I've been sick. You can hear it. I'm getting better. So I decided to do a live stream from my house today. What we're going to do here is we're going to go over a bunch of things that's going to be happening over the course of the next year or two at Universal Studios Orlando. Uh, So, if you haven't already heard or noticed, they they've been doing a lot of construction at Universal Studios. One of the new rides they just put in, everyone knows about, is the new Fast and the Furious ride, and it's not a bad ride. I mean, I think they could have done better. Nor here or there, but so they have a big plan going on. Obviously, they put in that new water um, show. You got to see previews. Hey Matt, how you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to do a live stream because I haven't really been getting out to the parks because I've been sick. Today's the first day I could even actually talk. So like I said, if you took notice, if you watched any of the other YouTube guys that were out there that were live streaming that event, they snuck in a few hints of some of the rides that actually are going to be coming into the park. So like one of the things was, if you noticed, Kung Fu Panda, they were doing some things with that, and I wasn't quite sure why. I had to, do some research, and I started thinking about it. Okay, so we knew that Shrek 4D was going to be getting shut down because Hollywood shut theirs down. And so it's kind of normal that they copy and paste everything that they do from Hollywood over here to Florida. So I was thinking, all right, so Shrek 4D is getting shut down. What are they going to replace it with? It can't be more Harry Potter stuff. It's, the whole park's getting overrun with Harry Potter. And then I'm watching that thing and I see Kung Fu Panda and I'm thinking, all right, this is probably what they're going to replace it with. So I do a little research, find out that they were going to be replacing the Shrek 4D with like a theater type thing. It's going to look something like a castle. I don't know, and I guess they can, update or replace the attraction as it goes. It was very vague, so I guess the first one they're going to start off with is like Kung Fu Panda. I don't know if it's going to be something with projection mapping. Obviously, you can see Universal has been doing a ton with projection mapping lately. So this new ride for Shrek 4D is going to get replaced with this new theater, and it's going to start off with Kung Fu Panda, and I'm sure they're going to, anything with DreamWorks is going to be put into this theater. They haven't really released a whole bunch of information. Some of the other things that is pushing that over is like the Hello Kitty. You noticed Hello Kitty showed up at Universal Studios just a few months ago. That was something that happened over in Hollywood. So you can kind of see how what happens in Hollywood comes over to Florida. Either we do it a little bit better or we try to tweak it a little bit, but all in all, they try to keep the parks the same to keep the experience the same no matter where you go. So doing a little research here on the internet, why I'm live streaming. So if you guys got any questions, go ahead and pop them up there for me, and I'll try to answer them. I can't really talk too much either, so you have to excuse me if I if I start to cough. So let's see here. I was looking up. They had a little thing going on here, like some future attractions and rides. We all know that they replaced the Dragon Challenge with another roller coaster, which is actually a launch coaster. Oh man, can't think. So it has all these magnetic strips that launch you, from the beginning, and I think there's going to be another section of magnets. It similar to Cheetah Hunt. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. So this website's not working. Let's go back. Let's see, what else is going on in the park that I can think of off the top of my head? Oh, well, Halloween Horror Nights. They're doing a throwback. That's kind of neat. They're going to go back to, oh, the 2D ride. Okay, so you're talking about Terminator, right? The T3. It was called T3. I did talk to some people there about that. They are currently working on that particular ride. You don't see it as you're in the park. It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's been going on there. And it's not like a current, like they're working on it. They gutted the building and prepped it for a high action impact ride. I mean, that's all they're really saying. Is it's a high thrill ride or something. I mean, from what I can put together, everything they keep replacing there is with a screen. So, Kong screen, you go to Fast and the Furious, it's, more projection mapping than screening. All Universal Studios stuff is pretty much being switched over to projection mapping, so I could just assume that it's going to do the same thing. Like I said, I talked to somebody there. They won't say much, so it's got to have to do something with projection mapping. I'll ask again. There's an older gentleman there. He's been working there for a really long time. When I do catch him, I ask him questions. Excuse me, guys. Hey, you got your tickets. Good. We look forward to seeing you guys out there. So, excuse me, guys, for 1 minute. I gotta get a drink here, and I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. It's rough. It's so hard to talk. Oh, man. So where was I? Okay, so we covered T3. They got their new water show up and running. It was in rehearsals. It actually looked really good. What else they got going on? Yeah, Matt, 8 weeks. I know you're excited. Come down here to Florida, where it's roughly about, 98 degrees, and humidity is so hot or so high that usually when you go outside, you start dripping sweat. So, if you're looking forward to that, we'll see you when you get here. For us, it's miserable. We get tired of being that hot and sweaty. You go from a air-conditioned house to 99 degrees outside to an air-conditioned car to 99 degrees back outside to an air-conditioned store, and now you can see why we constantly get sinus infections and colds. Welcome to Florida. But hey, we have attractions and all these wonderful things to do. So, all right, so I'll read you a little article here. See, in the summer of 2018, the newly built DreamWorks Theater opens. Its first show will be the technologically advanced attraction based on the DreamWorks Kung Fu Panda, called Kung Fu Panda. The Emperor's Quest. It's a design to engulf guests in an experience that goes far beyond those tired 3D glasses. The new technology promises a 180-degree, fully immersive adventure. The theater is ultra plush, fully articulated. Seats are not only comfy enough that they won't distract you from the attraction, but they also pivot and swivel in tandem with the action. Let's see. In the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, 2 of the new wand spells bring the total to 15. You can conjure flames, fire make spells, use... Wow, I'm really having a hard time talking. Alright, so... let's see how this is going to go here. Yeah, the nighttime lights at Hogwarts Castle, you know, that's limited time beginning on the 24th. Let's see, Jurassic World. You know, I've been hearing stuff about Jurassic Park stuff. Now, their main building they have where you go and watch like the dinosaurs like hatch eggs and stuff. So like that whole entire area, from what I heard, is getting torn down, and they're putting in a ride. So I mean, they got so much stuff going on. I have a whole list here in front of me of things I want to talk about, and I just can't talk. It hurts. So I'm just skimming through trying to hit some of the highlights. Or if you guys have any questions, I'll try to answer. Alright, so basically Shrek 4D or 3D, whatever, it's getting shut down. Yeah, that's getting replaced. Universal Studios is also developing the new Super Nintendo World. Now that was supposed to go in where the Woody Woodpecker zone is, but from what I understand, they obtained more property. Either they bought it, they owned it, and they're going to use it. I'm not sure, but they obtained more property, and they're going to use the new property for Nintendo World. So they're scratching the idea of killing the kid zone. So that's all scheduled for 2020. Now, another thing that I heard was where the Fear Factor is. That's supposed to be replaced with something called the Ministries of Magic. That's another Harry Potter thing. I haven't really heard a lot about it. When I was on Fear Factor, though, I talked to some of the people there, and they did concur that Fear Factor won't be there much longer. That their contract's up with it ever since MTV bought the show or something like that. I don't know. Whoever the original owners of the show was sold it, and I think MTV owns it now, so they're just running their contract out at Universal Studios. So once that's all done, that ride's gone, or attraction show. And like I said, it's going to be replaced with what I heard is called Ministries of Magic. So more Harry Potter stuff. Let's see what else is going on there. They do have a couple of rides. Let's see. We got very hot weather here in the UK. Yeah, I'm not sure what your guys' weather is. Where'd your message go? Here it goes. When you going to go to Volcano Bay? All right. Well, this is the thing with Volcano Bay. I currently have passes to Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Adventure Island, Aquatica, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia, SeaWorld in California, and like 9 other parks. Unfortunately, the one park I don't have season passes to is Volcano Bay. So I'm kind of just waiting it out. I really want to go, A lot of people I know have been there. They weren't impressed with it. They said it, it's like the thing you kind of want to try out. And even if I go, I probably won't film that day. I'll probably go just to have fun. There's enough videos of Volcano Bay up on YouTube. You don't really need mine. A lot of the other bigger YouTube channels were allowed to run GoPros on some of the rides where you have to be there on media days, and I currently can't always make it on media days, nor sometimes do I get invited to media days. I mean, we're a small YouTube channel. We only have, like 200 and some odd subscribers. These other guys have got 18,000 subscribers. So of course, Busch Gardens and Quantica and Universal, they all contact them and they want them to be there because it's great advertisement. Someone like me that does it just for fun and hobby, they don't contact me. I have to constantly, know when these days are going to be there and pretty much invite myself or show up. And I do, because I like doing it, and eventually they're going to get to know me. I know a few of the YouTubers out there, majority of everyone is really, really cool and nice. I'd like to team up with a few. That would help. Yeah, it's true. You got to start somewhere. I started the channel back in 2012, but I didn't actually become active doing theme parks until September of last year. So we're not even a year old. This September will be our 1 year anniversary. Actually, I think it's September 22nd will be our 1 year anniversary running the Theme Park Junkie channel. And actually, we enjoy doing it. We meet a lot of nice people. And around the Halloween season, the haunt season, they like to call it, I get very active. I do like doing the theme parks and all that, but really, the passion is the haunt season. But we have a few dedicated YouTubers that do nothing but the haunt season, and not to step on their toes or take away from their channel. I try not to cover everything or go real in depth, but I'm gonna work this year with maybe contacting a few of the other haunt YouTubers, without saying their names, and see if they want to partner up this year. And maybe we can cover twice as many of the haunted attractions here in Florida. It's something I'm willing to do. I don't mind. I mean, I'm not in it for money. Obviously, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and millions of views to even make a couple of dollars. So I would love to team up with a few other YouTubers, during the haunt season or just in general at the theme parks. Just because it'd be great to have other friends there to go shooting videos with and have allies in the field instead of enemies. So if any of you other YouTubers out there, see the video or watch it, or I subscribe to most of the other YouTube guys out there channels just because I like the videos you guys shoot, and sometimes you keep me up to date on some of the things that I don't know about, and sometimes I might know stuff that you guys don't know about, and that's because I'm not shy. I'll go up and talk to workers, managers. If I see a CEO to a company, I'll walk over and talk to them. I'm constantly sending instant messages to companies, or theme parks or haunted attractions. I've already been invited to several haunted attractions this season. Last year, I was surprised. I had haunted attractions actually contacting me to go out to their places, which was a shock. So this year I'm going to cover those same ones and a few more. So like last year I was invited to Sir Henry's Trail, and they were two separate attractions, but because of a hurricane, Omnia's Descent got destroyed and teamed up with Sir Henry's Trail. So they invited me to come out and do both. And I wasn't able to make it out there because I was running around, and I was out in St. Petersburg, Florida, doing a new haunted attraction. It was their very first year, and they really wanted me to go, so I went, and that was called Blood District. Within doing so, though, I wasn't able to make Sir Henry's Trail or Omnia's Descent. So this year, I'm making sure I'll be out at Omnia's Descent and Sir Henry's Trail. I will also be out at Screamageddon. Last year, strangely enough, I was at Screamageddon 8 times. Out of those 8 times, I didn't film once. I know that seems crazy, but I went there to have fun. I didn't go there to work. I didn't go there to film. I went there to enjoy myself. But this year, I'm going to go there and I'm going to film. Because that's one of the hidden treasures. It's out in Dade City. It's an eerie drive to begin with, just to get out there. And then when you get out there, it's different. It's in the woods. They have their own midway in the middle, and then it branches off into the different sections of the woods. And they give you the option to wear a glow necklace. Now, if you opt to wear this glow necklace, the actors are allowed to touch you. Not only touch you, they can physically move you. So if you're with your wife, partner, or spouse, and you're walking through this haunted attraction, or haunted attractions, they will separate you and put you in different rooms. They'll keep you in the haunted attraction maybe longer than your party. I got held in one of the attractions in a jail cell for 15 minutes. And just kept getting moved around. It was the craziest thing. It was 45 minutes before I met up with my wife and other people we had went with, because they separated us all, and they wouldn't let me out of this thing. So it's a neat experience. So we're going to be out at Screamageddon this year. And let's see what other ones are there. Oh, man, there's just a lot. But me and my wife are putting a schedule together. As soon as I get the schedule actually physically on paper, I'll post it up on the Theme Park Junkies Facebook page. And there you guys will be able to see everywhere we're going to be. So if you want to meet us there, or if you got a specific thing you want us to do, try to message me soon or get in touch with me. Because when I put the schedule together, once I put it together, it's really hard to squeeze in other activities. I've had a few fans contact me with specifics that they want me to do at Busch Gardens, and I'm going to get around to doing those. But I have a schedule that I try to keep on top of. I keep getting sick, which is putting me behind, and September being just around the corner with the haunt season, I'm trying to finish up all these new things that are happening at Universal Studios and new things that are happening up at SeaWorld. Talking about SeaWorld, Infinity Falls. They had their hard hat construction tour last week or so. And another YouTuber out there, he has a great channel. His name is Dan. He runs Midway Mayhem. He's a really nice guy. I've been following him for years. I give a shout out to him. If you're not already subscribed to his channel, that's Midway Mayhem. His name's Dan. I would subscribe to his channel. He covers a lot of the construction portions of it. So he was out there doing all the hard hats for the Starflyer, for Harry Potter. Yeah, that's right, Matt. It is a great channel. Like I said, he's a really nice guy. I've never met him in person. I'd love to meet him in person and, just say hello. But it just seems like whenever I'm at Busch Gardens, he's in Universal, or when he's it's vice versa. I've never been in the same park at the same time as Dan. Now, I have been in the parks with Tim Tracker, especially during the Fast and the Furious, when they were doing the soft opening. I was there, Tim Tracker was there, a bunch of YouTubers were there, and he was just really busy. Tim Tracker's really big on YouTube. Whenever he's in a park, there's like lines of people just wanting to stop and talk to him. So he's like the grandpappy of YouTube at this point. Everybody wants to walk up and say hello. So, being small YouTubers, we don't go up and bother them. Let them do their thing. This is their livelihood. This is how they make a living. It's true, they did get too big, but, they didn't get too big because, they got big because people watch them. So they're doing something right. They are enjoyable to watch. I do subscribe to their channel. I gotta admit, I don't watch their channel. I guess it's, there's not, how do I say it? I'm not really interested in what Tim and Jen are doing on a daily basis at this point. They're pretty much, they're out of things to film. So with trying to make a livelihood on YouTube, obviously you got to make everything interesting. And so I feel sorry, they got to go out every day and film, go shop and film, make it interesting, go to the movies and film, go out to eat and film. I just don't want to live like that, I want to do it as a hobby, do it for fun, and keep you guys up to date on things that I know, and just have fun with it. So I know that this was supposed to be an update of Universal Studios, and it kind of went all over the place, but that's what happens. Matt, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys. I know you'll be here in September. I know it kind of stinks. You are just going to miss out on Halloween Horror Nights by like a week, or less than that. If you stay just a little bit longer, I think the 22nd of September or the 29th. I don't know. It's really close. You would have been there for Halloween Horror Nights. So, sorry. Maybe next year you can come for Halloween Horror Nights. Checking a couple things real quick on the internet and see what's going on. I'm just jumping over to Universal's. It starts on the 14th. I see that. I've been so busy. I haven't even really checked. So I'm gonna check and see. So if it starts on the 14th and you're gonna be here for it, that'd be great. So we'll have to get together and when I'm doing some film that night, if you guys want to get in on it, you guys can help out or just be in the videos. I don't mind. I don't care. Heck, you can film. Follow me around. Friday and Saturday. All right. So I know, Matt, you've been getting pretty excited because you've been counting the days and the weeks and the hours. I think one of your messages, you even knew right down to the minute on how fast you were going to be here in Florida. Are you going to yell at the pilot if he's driving too slow? You're like, hey, you're ruining it. You're supposed to be there 5 minutes ago. Move this plane faster. I got to get to Universal. Oh, yeah. The Lowe's Resort, right? That's where you were staying. So I walked around the property over there. Really nice property. Yeah, it's very nice. I'll admit, I can't afford to stay there. Way too expensive per night for me. But, we also live in Florida here. So, I could stay at other places that are just as nice and a lot less on the money side. But you're gonna enjoy it. It's a beautiful place. I'm glad you could afford it, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And maybe that's probably why you work 7 days a week, so you deserve it. Maybe you'll be nice enough and invite me up to the room so I can see what they look like on the inside, because I don't think I'll ever be able to afford to get in there. Especially with having all these passes, annual passes. Do you know how much annual passes cost? They're very expensive for me and my wife. And then to have them for, let's see, 9 parks. I don't know, like 15 parks. Do a video. Do a video on what, Matt? All right, well, while I'm waiting for the chat thing to pop up to find out what Matt wants me to do a video of, I'm just going over a couple of the prices here. So, an annual pass for a Premier member, it's $489 per person. That's a good idea. Yeah, that'd be cool. When you guys check in and all that good stuff, when you're ready, let me know. I would love to do a tour and review of property and room video. So that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that a lot, Matt. Thank you. So basically, look at it. It's $500 per person, $489.99 per person plus tax. For the passes. So you're looking at, it's like $1,000 a year for Universal Studios passes. Plus, you got the Busch Gardens and the Sea World and all that. So it costs so much money to have all these passes just to go and shoot these videos. So, it's either I spend money on the passes to get in to shoot the videos, or do I spend the money on hotel rooms? And you can see we actually spend a lot of time in hotel rooms. I've done a couple of reviews and stuff on some of the cheaper resorts. And give me one second. One of the places that let's see, we're meeting you the first Saturday, 8th of September. Yes, we are. So just remind me, but I'll write that down. Let's see, where was I? We were just recently, when we did the Star Flyer, when we were out there doing that one, we stayed in a resort called the World Resort. And it's not like a top of the line, and it's not bottom. It's a 2-star resort, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's if you're looking to come and stay in a general area to be able to do SeaWorld, Universal, Old Town, that's another place that is kind of like a theme park, but it's not, because Fun Spot is kind of like intertwined into Old Town. But it's called the World Resort. They're running about $68 to $75 a night. And it's a resort. But they're like motel, hotel style rooms. But the property's kept up nice and affordable. So, if you want to come over here and you can't afford that $300 a night to stay on property, by no means do you have to. You can do a week-long vacation at a 2-star resort that's clean and $70 a night. So like $500, and you can pull off a week vacation, and then still have money to go to the parks instead of spending $500 a night to stay on property. And the only advantage you get from that is you get to go to the park an hour earlier than everyone else, and you can walk in and out of the park as opposed to having to take a shuttle. And the shuttles are pretty quick. They're usually between 7 and 14 minutes away, and they run pretty periodically from the local resorts. So that's another option. And like I said, another thing to do when you're down in Orlando, Kissimmee area, if you're done with all the theme parks and the Universal Studios, and you did City Walk and the clubs, Old Town. I know it sounds weird, Old Town, but in Old Town there's a lot to do. There's a lot of shops. You got Fun Spot America down there. That's where they got the Mind Blower. It's one of the wooden roller coasters that does a twirl, so you actually are inverted on a wooden roller coaster. It's pretty neat. And then they, of course, now just 15 minutes down the road, there's the Star Flyer and the Orlando Eye, which they just changed their name again. I mean, I think it's called the Ion. I don't know. They change their name so often over there. So, yeah, lots and lots to do. So, like I said, I know I've been rambling on. I needed to let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still posting videos. I really am sick. I really do want to go out to the parks. And actually tonight, I'm planning on going to Busch Gardens. It's summer nights. They're open till 10 o'clock tonight. It's only 4:30 right now. I'm gonna finish up, this live stream and whatnot. The wife will be home in just about another hour, and we might head on out there tonight and shoot some videos and see what's going on out there and see if we can get an update. Because there's a lot going on out there at Busch Gardens too. Quasi, that whole, that's a debacle. I mean, we hear rumors left and right, but if you watch my last video, I saw a lady working over in that area, and I decided to talk to her and said, "Hey, what's going on with Quasi? You guys have morning meetings and stuff. Why don't you let me back there and see what's going on?" And she said, "Well, no, I can't let you go back there, but I can tell you what we've been talking about in the meetings." So it's like, "Oh, well, that sounds good." She said, "We're not doing nothing with Quasi. Costs too much money. We can't afford to tear it down right now. It's way too rotted to RMC it. Even though, I mean, I know they can take out sections and replace it and all that, but I guess it wasn't feasible." But the old water ride, it was like a family water ride they used to have in the back, right next to the log flume. I've shot a video on that. That's been sitting there for a while too. They are working on that. They are tearing it down, and from what I understand, they are replacing it. Now, are they replacing it with a coaster or a water ride? I don't know. But we do know that they pull for permits for names. So with them pulling permits for names, that's telling us that obviously they're putting something in. And we all thought it was going to be Gwazi because of the name of the four names that they had put in for. But one of my subscribers actually said, "No, it's not going to be Gwazi. It's going to be that water ride." And, I wasn't sure, so I went, like I said, and talked to people there. And I think that's exactly what's happening, is that Gwazi is not really being RMC'd. They're not doing anything with it. It's going to be, they're going to replace that water ride and put something new in, which is good. I mean, they only have one water ride in the whole park. So another one, well, they have that Cali River Rapids. So I think another one would be great. Well, there's at Disney, one of the best hotels I ever stayed. I've never been there, Matt. Never been to the Wilderness Lodge. I've seen videos and stuff of it over there. So, thank you for letting me know that, because I've never been there. We did have Disney passes. I will tell you that for 2 seasons we had annual passes for Disney. It was actually before I started the Theme Park Junkies channel. So I have old video, of the parks while we were there, on family vacation and things like that for the year. But I didn't have the YouTube channel, so I wasn't actually there filming, for updates and secrets and there's a lot. I learned a lot for the 2 years that I went there. Yeah, I got Disneyed out pretty quick, to be honest with you. Their prices are crazy. Everything about them was crazy. Especially with them, you can't point. You have to point with two fingers. They have a lot of little things. Like if they tell you have a magical day, that pretty much means go F yourself in Disney language. So if you ever had any of the cast members tell you have a magical day, um, they just told you to go F yourself. Yeah, just letting you know. Yeah. So I guess because they weren't having a magical day. But there's a lot of secrets in that place. Man, just going there on a daily basis, I learned so much stuff. I learned that you don't need to buy fast passes to, or not buy fast pass. How can I say this? All right, so they give you 3 free quick passes, fast pass, whatever they're calling it now. And as you use them through the day, you can keep adding more. But they're always so crowded. People are, pre-booking the night before for the rides and the times, and it's really difficult to get on rides. Well, I figured a way to get around all that, and it's not illegal. It was a legal way to do it because I'm not about doing anything wrong. I didn't want to get ejected out of the park, but I wanted to get on these rides. So I came up with a plan, implemented it, and it worked. So this is what I did. If you walk around Disney, you'll see that there are a lot of gentlemen wearing not suits, but they're dressed different than other people. You can kind of tell that they're someone important. Well, if you walk up to these people and just explain to them that, hey, I wanted to go on this one particular ride. I've been trying all day long. I can't get on it. I only came on vacation to get on this ride. Blah, 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 blah. Use the same story for the next ride with the next guy. And sure enough, they keep little fast passes in their pocket. And to keep you happy because, you were only there for that one ride and, 2 days you couldn't get on it. And it's time for you to leave and you still haven't been on that ride, they want you to get on that ride. So they'll whip out these little quick fast passes out of their pocket, sign it and hand it to you, and tell you to go ahead and walk up there, and you hand them these passes and voila, they put you right on the ride. I couldn't believe it worked. So yeah, Matt, we know that your wife loves Betty Boop and Universal. My wife too, unfortunately, because if you remember my last video, I went to go do the video for you, and I wound up spending a fortune in that store because she wanted everything. One of the buttons was like $12 that we bought. Jesus. Yeah, thanks, Matt. You owe me $12. So anyway, so if you walk around and you just ask these guys and you give that story I just gave you, you'll find out that you can get on any ride you want whenever you want. And that does not work at Universal Studios. That is like Disney only that works. That's just a little heads up there. Also, if you're ever at Disney and you're with your children and you buy one of those very expensive $15 or $20 balloons. My wife had to have one of these stupid balloons because they light up and they dance to the music at night, and they everything's synchronized with Disney with these things. So her balloon deflated. Well, if you go up to customer service and let them know that your $20 balloon deflated or is not functioning properly, or if you have a child and he let it go or he popped it, they'll give you another one for free. So, don't think that, I gotta go buy another $20 balloon or else my kid's gonna scream. Because you don't have to. And let's see, Matt says he got free for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's one of the perks you got at that particular resort was early access, and you get the fast passes. It's a good deal because, those fast passes run sometimes $75, $175 depending on the day. So, if you figure that into your room rate, say you paid $350, $400 a night for your room, minus $150 a day for the passes, it does work out well. So that's pretty cool that you got the fast passes. I was going to let you know there's only 3 or 4 resorts that will do that for you, and the Lowe's Resort is one of them. I guess that's it, guys. I covered enough for you. Like I said, new things coming. You got the Infinity Falls coming at SeaWorld. Universal Studios, we have the Ministries of Magic going to be replacing Fear Factor. We've got Shrek 4D getting replaced with some DreamWorks studio with Kung Fu Panda. They've got their new water show up and running. They did the testing. I don't know if that's a nightly thing they're going to do or just a weekend thing. Excuse me one second. So, all the new things that are coming. I'll keep you posted. I'm going to be shooting more videos again. I want to show you this real quick. So, this is a rock. Yep, just a regular old rock. It's pretty neat though. If you look, it's our logo, and the little theme park junkie play symbol for YouTube. It's pretty neat. It was made for us. I just want to say thank you, and I'll probably keep this thing forever because it's a souvenir, memento. I kind of like it. Maybe one day I'll leave it in one of the parks for one of you guys to find and keep or re-hide, whatever you want to do with it. But all right, guys. I've rattled on long enough. I want to thank you very much for following us. I want to thank the other YouTube channels out there. Thank you very much, Matt. I am getting better, finally. I've been sick for a while, and I just got sick again, and I had a couple of surgical procedures. So that's, one of the reasons why we haven't been out there. But thank you very much for, always supporting us. Like I said, I want to thank the other YouTube channels out there because, without you guys, I wouldn't even know what's going on sometimes. So, you guys keep up the good work, and I hope to see other YouTubers out there. All right, that's it, man. Yeah, you guys have a great day. Please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We're getting there on subscribers. They want me to have 1,000 subscribers, and we're moving on up. We are at 238, or almost 240 subscribers. So, and my watch times, wow. I got to thank you guys on my watch times. I am currently sitting pretty high up there on watch times. I can't even thank you guys enough for watching my videos. So please keep watching them. And if you want to see anything or you want me to do anything, just shoot me, a message. Yes, thank you. Please get some subscribers for me. As soon as I hit that 1,000 subscribers, YouTube says that they're going to pay me. And I don't believe them. So I want to hit that 1,000 subscribers just to see if I really will make any money. And if I do start making money off of doing the YouTube, I can spend more time out there because I won't have to spend as much time making money to go shoot videos for you guys. But with that...